What's happening to Catherine Zeta-Jones right now is hard to watch. I used to think she had it all figured out, like nothing could shake her. Then I looked closer, and it didn't feel like success anymore. It felt like someone quietly fighting something you can't even see. And honestly, that's harder to watch than any scandal. Let me start with the version everyone remembers. Catherine Zeta-Jones in Chicago. Sharp, confident, completely in control. That performance, it wasn't just good. It felt effortless, like she owned every second. But here's what surprised me. That same intensity wasn't just acting. It was part of who she is. And that's where things get complicated. Go back for a second. Before Hollywood, she's a kid in Wales. No connections, no safety net. And at 15, she leaves everything. That decision alone says a lot. Most people hesitate. She didn't. Then it's struggle. Real struggle. Small roles, rejection, long nights, until, suddenly, she's everywhere. The Mask of Zorro, Entrapment, and then boom, Chicago, Oscar, peak. This is where most stories end. Success, fame, stability. But hers doesn't, because behind that success, something else is happening. Something she didn't fully understand at the time. There were days she couldn't explain. Days where everything felt heavy for no clear reason. And then the opposite. Energy so intense, it almost didn't feel normal. Like she could do everything at once. At first, no one questions it. Because in Hollywood, that kind of energy looks like drive, not a warning sign. Now jump ahead. She meets Michael Douglas. Big relationship, huge attention. From the outside, it's perfect. But inside, pressure starts stacking. Career, family, media, expectations. Then something hits hard. Michael gets cancer, and she has to hold everything together. Publicly strong, privately not okay. And this is where her story changes. Because she does something most people in her position wouldn't do. She tells the truth. In 2011, she checks into treatment and says it out loud. Bipolar 2 disorder. No hiding. No pretending it's nothing. That part mattered more than people realize. Because back then, they could have damaged her career. Seriously, she comes back. Then in 2013, she goes back again. And this is where people misunderstand everything. They think, something's wrong. But actually, this is what managing something real looks like. Here's the part I didn't expect. Her life doesn't collapse. It adjusts. She slows down, steps away from constant visibility, chooses projects carefully, protects her routine. And from the outside, people start saying, she disappeared. She's not the same. But that's not decline. That's control. Because bipolar doesn't go away. There's no final moment where it's fixed. It's daily. Routine. Discipline. Things nobody sees. And honestly, that's the part people struggle to understand. They expect a clean ending, a comeback moment, a perfect recovery. But her reality is quieter than that. More consistent. She's still working. Prodigal son. National treasure. Edge of history. Different roles now. More layered. Less polished. More real. Her marriage? Not perfect either. They separated for a while, then came back. Not as a fairy tale. As something more honest. And now, she's not trying to be the woman from Chicago anymore. She's not chasing that version. She's managing something invisible, while still living a very public life, and doing it without pretending it's easy. That's why people say it's hard to watch. Not because something is falling apart, but because it's real. Too real. Because once you understand what she's dealing with, you don't just see the glamour anymore. You see the effort, the discipline, the quiet fight happening every single day. And I don't know, that version of her feels stronger than anything she ever performed on screen.